Welcome to the Global Land Tool Network GLTN, a network of over 70 international partners promoting land governance. In Uganda, the GLTN intervention tools are being implemented in Kalangala, Kampala, Tororo, Entebbe, Mbale, and Masaka districts. Like elsewhere, GLTN implementation in Uganda is focusing on disadvantaged communities and informal settlements where security of tenure is a major challenge. The UN Habitat and GLTN are pushing the social tenure domain model (STDM) and participatory enumerations to help the residents to have rights and access to much-needed basic services. The Global Land Tool Network is a consortium of like-minded partners and stakeholders, among them government and non-state actors who teamed up to develop and pilot a number of tools to ensure security of land tenure among poor and disadvantaged communities.
GLTN, first, is a network. It's a network that is developing and implementing land tools. Previously, it's from the global perspective. Now we're trying to implement it at country level.
In Uganda, our interventions with the government of Uganda, is particularly through the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, supporting mainly the implementation of the National Land Policy.
Our work with GLTN therefore started when we started implementing the new National Land Policy. And this was as a result of our fundraising. Government did dissemination of the new National Land Policy at the Land and Poverty Conference in Washington.
We have some positive uptake of STDM in Uganda generally. We are working with the Ministry of Lands, as you will realize that we are supporting the ministry in the implementation of land policy.
These were produced by seasoned land experts and academics across the globe.
And we have shown it's possible, and I think we are an excellent platform to push at all different levels internationally, at country level and in communities, that there are alternatives that are implementable and that bring for now enough security to be protected against eviction and land grabbing.
Through pro-poor land tools such as STDM and participatory enumerations, communities today are able to profile their land, which many residents see as a way of increasing their tenure of security. In Uganda, the Uganda Land Alliance is working closely with GLTN on issues of gender in land issues.
Using the gender evaluation criteria tool of the GEC, we were able to develop the capacity of the women to ensure that they advocate for their own rights, to ensure that they vie for this work, for this position of the Area Land Committee. And as we talk now in our areas of intervention, we have even chairpersons in the committee.
In the 5 districts where the intervention has been, we have been able to build a capacity of 50 women and 50 men in each of those districts. We have also built the capacity of community-based organizations.
In Mbale, a municipality in eastern Uganda, the GLTN profiling exercise shows many people to be living in poorly planned areas.
As we piloted STDM, it has been a good software, but we piloted it in Mission and Afumbo as the 2 settlements. So we plan to roll it out, and we so far started with profiling other areas like Nkoma, like Namatala, Maluko, Busamaga, Moni. So profiling sets a basis in terms of preparing for enumerations, household enumerations.
STDM is collectively done with us as technical people and the communities, whereby communities are able to also be involved in as far as addressing areas of security of tenure.
The STDM tool is being used by planners in Mbale to support the physical planning department. This has helped in identifying pointers to the provision of services. Among the achievements of GLTN here is that some members in the community are now trained to use the STDM tool.
As National Slum Dwellers Federation of Uganda, we are given the mandate to collect the data using the STDM tool, as a software that can make, act as a data bank that communities can gather the information, have somewhere to be banked, then they can use it for planning what purposes. And that's purely how SCDM came.
Most crucially, it has been an eye-opener to the community and government on the issues of land tenure. It has led to better negotiations of service delivery, besides availing up-to-date information for planning purposes.
The STDM model, which we carried out research here, helped us get some good information. For example, it has helped us in the slum upgrading.
While in Naluwerere, a slum in the eastern town of Tororo, the introduction of the social tenure domain model has led to the enumeration and profiling of the needs and priorities of the residents of this informal settlement.
We have now got to know the interests of each slum, of each settlement. We know their priorities, and it is going to help us in planning for them. We will know that we are beginning with this priority, we are beginning with another priority, and in that we shall be able to offer effective service delivery for them.
STDM and participatory enumerations has also revealed to the residents why security of tenure is crucial if they are to receive development projects and progress as individuals.
When you have a title, automatically you know your boundary, isn't? And no one will come around this now the common program of land grabbing. It will avoid that. Also the problem of land grabbing.
In Masaka town in central Uganda, the GLTN tools are being tried out in Katafali, an informal settlement of 660 households in the outskirts of the town.
When the SCDM came, these people were enumerated, we are educated, and the results were brought. Where I'm standing, behind me, that was a garbage center. But after the STDM, we developed a plan that let us construct a commercial house there.
Before the STDM tool was introduced here and participatory enumerations, Katafali had just one public toilet for its teeming number of residents and one public school for the children.
SDM, it helped us to change a little of people's attitude through the meetings and the trainings they had in these settlements.
The introduction of STDM and participatory enumerations has also drawn in the local municipal authorities who have now replanned the area in order to deliver better services for the residents.
Through the STDM, the communities can talk to their government because this is a tool that has been able to be understood by the government, the same tool that is understood by the communities. So it is a uniting factor that is bringing these two destinations together.
While in Entebbe municipality, a serene town by the shores of Lake Victoria, STDM has enabled the municipal authorities here to map and register tenants occupying both public and private land, thus enhancing security of tenure for all.
We have come a long way since we started with the STDM, and the model has helped us to map and profile the different slum areas using the community members themselves and also some professional people from Act Together and also the municipal council.
While on Kalangala Island in Lake Victoria, access to the land is by ferry from Entebbe or Masaka. GLTN is helping thousands of palm oil farmers to be more productive and efficient farmers.
Through this, we are seeing the household incomes increase. The other achievement is through training on best practices in land management, plantation management, and conserving the environment in which we live.
Farmers have been profiled and enumerated and also had their land holdings mapped out.
Nayajja ne batusomesa ebikwata ku binazi bigenda kutambula bwebiti ne bwebiti byonna nga enteekateeka bwe zaali. Ne tusimba ebinazi ne tutandika okubirabirira nga batuwaayo ssente zaatuyambako okusaawa ebibira ne batuleetera ensigo ku nnimiro kwennyini mu kyalo kyaffe ne tutandika okusimba.
Nina abaana 7. Abaana bonna mbaweredde, 2 bali Makerere. Ababiri abalala bali mu secondary, oyo ayisewo yali mu primary. Naye ngera bali mu masecondary amarungi. Eyo ebinazi gye byatujja n'ensimba yiika ezo 4.
Most of the farmers did not have an idea how much they needed in inputs and seeds to produce an acre of palm oil. GLTN has helped them realize this, in the process enabling support organizations like Kalangala Oil Palm Growers Trust to properly evaluate how much they need in terms of loans and inputs. Today, farmers know exactly how big their land holdings are to the exact acreage, thanks to the GPS equipment they're now equipped with.
Environmental, social impact assessments that have been used, that have been done by the National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, and these have been carried out since phase 1 of the project, but most recently we have one that was approved in 2014.
Thus, GLTN, through its pro-poor land tools, is helping farmers here to work on their land in a more sustainable and profitable way. Many have benefited and are now able to support their families and provide for their relatives with confidence as a result.
If you do systematic adjudication and demarcation of the land rights on the ground and mark them, you can use new technology like the STDM and map, and then record it. That's one way. 2, it has also to do with the land grabbers who are out there to tighten up the laws and the practices and enforce those laws so that people don't grab land.
GLTN has used Bugala Island as a pilot study. Local authorities have been trained and they in turn have extended their knowledge to field staff and the farmers. We thank the government officials, partners and communities for the time they accorded to the project team.